We're here with IPFW women's soccer coach, Jason Burr, and we're talking about the upcoming games this weekend against Detroit and Northern Kentucky. So what do you expect out of your team at the season home opener this weekend?
First off, it's just going to be nice to be in front of our fans and our families and not have to travel and take a bus and do that kind of stuff, which is what we've had to do the last couple of games. So it'd be nice to be back at home. Detroit, we know, is going to be a pretty physical and pretty athletic program. And so we think as long as we can handle what we need to do on our end from a possession standpoint, which is something we've really been focusing on the last couple of training sessions and creating more quality goal scoring opportunities than we have recently, I think we'll be all right. And, it's going to help having the support of the fans behind us to really push us to get there.
And after your first game of the season last weekend, how can you learn from that and move into this game and improve on that performance?
I think a lot of it is just going to go down to the mental strength and the awareness of our players on the team. We got 3 goals scored against us, obviously, at Ball State, which was tough to give up. But I think those 3 chances that they scored on were mainly just mental mistakes by our program. And so we've tried to clean a little bit of that up over the last few training sessions and really focus on making sure that we're tuned in, checked in, and focused really as we go through a 90-minute game. And so that's the big thing for our players right now is can we put together a 90-minute game and not play a half and not play 60 minutes. So that's going to be our big goal on Friday and Sunday.
Sam in goal had a huge performance last weekend. She really made some great saves. How important is it to have someone who has experience back there?
I mean, it's great. Most of our communication, if not all, is going to come from the players at the backside of our team. So our goalkeeper, our center backs, defensive mid, and so she's giving a lot of instruction as our two center backs, and so we want those players to be on top of their game when we are going up against opponents. And Pav did that last weekend. Thought she played really well against Ball State, but we also need to have other players that are going to be able to step up and take care of their responsibilities as well. And so it's a big part of it is having Pav organize those players, have Pepper and Aaron Gill and Kelsey kind of organizing things in the back for us. So if we can all get on the same page from an organizational standpoint in the back, I think we're going to have a lot more success defensively.
All right. And then you've got a sophomore tandem of Andy Lazzarini and Gabby Romo. What kind of do you expect from them this year, and particularly in this series this weekend?
Really throughout the season, Gabby and Andy obviously produced a little bit of a scoring punch for the program last year, and we're going to need that from them again this year. Gabby's one of our more creative players, so we think against a team like Detroit, who's going to be probably a little more physical, a little bigger, maybe a little more athletic than what we're normally going to be up against. Hopefully her creativity and her flair on the ball can be dynamic for us in order for us to be able to be a little sharper from an attacking standpoint. Laz is kind of the bull in the china shop. She's gonna beat you into submission, and she's aggressive, and she likes to go forward, and she's always thinking about goals, and so those two, the combination, it's kind of the yin and yang really for our program, because they're completely different players. But if we can get them playing off of each other well and playing off of some of their other teammates really well, I think they're both going to be very productive in the attacking third for us, and not only create a lot of scoring opportunities for themselves, but also for their teammates as well.
Great. Well, good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you very much.